Hello, everybody. Welcome to our AEW All Out preview show. Previewing All Out tomorrow night, live on pay-per-view and all the other outlets, FITE TV and all that jazz. Joining me this evening, Chucks, Beans, and Will. They're all here. I'm Smoot. Nice to meet you. How you doing? How's it going?
Hello.
There you are. There we go.
Sorry, I'm just getting over the jet lag from my visit to Las Vegas.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. Wait, you actually went there?
Yeah, I was there for SummerSlam.
Yeah, that's why he wasn't here last week, remember?
Really?
No.
Oh.
No, not really.
You got me. You got
How
me
long has it
again.
been?
I'm only following up because I listened to the show and I heard that you had a theory that I might have actually been there, so I thought
True.
I'll go along with it, but it kind of went wrong that.
Is it true that you were supposed to be the original surprise at the end and then Brock signed at the last minute?
Yeah, the bastard pushed me out of the way going to the door.
No.
We weren't going to argue with him though because I just watched that video of him gutting that cow or whatever it was.
Oh yeah.
Is it possible that
shot.
Brock Lesnar looked bigger than he normally does?
Possibly. Yeah. I mean, he's been away for like a year and a half, something like that.
He did. He just looked, to me, as soon as he came out, he looked bigger. Oh.
Doing that too.
Hey.
No, hang on. This might be loud because it's one of the. It's my cream soda can.
Oh no.
I've probably built this up now.
I'm like right next to the microphone.
It's always impressive.
Yeah. Will apparently cracked one open right as we hit the live button here and just started pouring it in a glass, and it really did sounded refreshing. Yeah, kind of like that right there.
There you go. Tried to reenact it. I don't think it was as good though.
See, I went to get a drink before the show and I picked up the bottle. There wasn't much left in the bottle, so I poured that out into a glass because I'm an oik drinking out of a bottle.
Should we get into the prediction game, or should we talk about Rampage or Dynamite real quick, or anything like that? If you guys watched it.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen it this week now.
I saw the CM Punk segment.
I watched it yesterday and I can't really think of a whole lot that was that. Everything was already set up. There wasn't a whole lot in it that really matters, I guess. If you knew this time last week what was set up for the pay-per-view, that's good enough.
The only wrestling I've seen this week was Raw, actually.
Oh God!
I'm so sorry.
Yeah. We'll get into it later, but I mean, shock horror, breaking news. There was actually a good match on Raw. More details later.
Was it Charlotte and Nia Jax?
No, but that was quite good actually. Yeah.
When you said, "Is it Shark?" For some reason, my mind went, was it Shark Boy?
No, Charlotte.
Shark Boy hasn't ever been on Raw. Why is he going to ask if it's Shark Boy? Definitely not going to be him. Or Lava Girl. What happened on Dynamite? Punk said some stuff, and then Darby Allin came out to save him from Everrise, or whoever those guys are.
Mm-hmm.
Is that Everrise? I didn't know
that. Yeah, 2.0.
Yeah.
I don't know what they are, 2.0. They're the second version of what? Never explained that. And then Jericho was much the same. He explained his decision to put his career on the line against MJF, saying...
Oh, actually, I did see a bit of that, yeah, because JR interviewed him, didn't he?
JR was really teary.
Yeah, I thought that as well.
Yeah, he needed help getting in and out of the ring, by the way.
Did he?
Yeah, JR did, yeah.
Yeah, Jericho said that if he... What was his thing? If he retires if he doesn't have this match, then he'll retire thinking that he can never beat MJF. So what the hell? Let's try it one more time or something.
Yeah, he's gonna go do commentary, didn't he? If he loses.
Yeah, full time.
Yeah, full time.
Which I don't know if people want that. By people, I mean me.
Do you think JR was had to go? We're not having my job.
Wasn't there a rumor that JR is supposed to be leaving the commentary?
Apparently so. He said it's not true,
News to him, yeah.
but
Yeah, Sting
then they
saying
wanted them to just do the odd match and like the big matches and basically not do Dynamite every week.
yeah.
But yeah, he said it's not true. He said, I think as Schmidt said, I think he said it was news to him. So I don't know what's going on though.
Yeah, go ahead.
What else happened on Dynamite?
Oh, yeah, Sting was there.
No, I actually mentioned it. I did actually see most of it.
Well, there you go.
It's not forgettable.
Sting put over Punk saying he always wanted to share a ring with him, mucho respect. And then, yeah, as he pointed out, 2.0 came out and jumped Punk, and I thought this was great. CM Punk gets jumped on AEW Dynamite. Cole Cabana's just reading a book as a gif. That's a pretty good, accurate representation. I wonder if they've actually squashed the beef at all.
I was just gonna ask, do we know what the situation is between them? Are they still?
I have no idea.
Because I mean, at one point they were really good friends, weren't they? Until all this shit happened. So.
Yeah. There was a brief moment here. I can play the audio of this since I assume you guys can hear the intro and whatnot from the start. Because I was a little bit late on that. Let me see if I can cue this up here. This was kind of funny from Dynamite. If I can get it loaded in here, hold on. Yeah, here we go.
It's Caliber. Is that hot selling JR shirt available?
I think it is. Wow, how about that? Hey, speaking of hot and JR, oh my God, we heard from MJF
It had nothing to do with Hot or JR.
I was a bit worried the reaction. It sounded like JR just took his shirt off.
Speaking of Hot JR.
Yeah.
Do you mean speaking of hot, JR?
Maybe.
It didn't
So
sound like that.
basically,
I'm trying to make it make
he
sense.
finds himself attracted to MJF.
Maybe. I don't know. Who knows?
Well, or maybe that he's kind of on fire, or maybe that he's angry.
No, possibly, yeah.
It could be any number of different kind of hots.
What else here?
I was not on fire. Kane's not around.
That's true. We haven't had that done yet. No one's been set on fire.
I'll have to load this up. Yeah, I was just taken back. I was like, what? And then, what else here? Paul White got jumped by the Gun Club. Backstab. They kind of did a heel turn on him and just backstabbed him, which I don't know why this is a thing in AEW, really. If I'm being perfectly honest.
Yeah. This is that thing again. There's a line where there's, too many, and I'm not sure that Big Show is one of the signings. And Billy Gunn. Does he need to be there? These guys are great agents, I'm sure. It's good to have them around, the veterans, I'm sure there's stuff they can contribute, but is that a match we need to see?
That screen grab
Billy
is
Gunn and
great.
Big Show, 20 years on?
It just needs the little lower thirds from Raw of just like, why?
Why?
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know why this is a thing. I don't know why Paul White is facing QT Marshall, or Marshall rather. I don't know why this doesn't need to be a match. This is not a way to get QT and the Bad Apples over. I have to say.
Is that your name for them?
That's my name for them.
Bad
Yes.
Apples?
They missed opportunity not calling them the Bad Apples. Let me tell you.
Because it's not badasses.
No.
Fully
QT
cut.
used to have like some sort of apple gimmick. He would come to the ring with an apple.
No, that's Carlito.
I know it was Carlito, but he was kind of like treading on that a little bit. But he wouldn't spit in the face of people who weren't cool.
Who didn't want to be cool.
Yeah.
It was
So-
just even weirder.
Yeah.
It's not just that you're not cool; it's that you don't want to be cool.
Right.
It's just, who doesn't want to be cool?
Let's see. Ty Conti, Penelope Ford. That match was okay.
Yeah, and then Anna Jay came back, and
Yeah.
she was announced for the Casino Battle Royal.
Yep.
Not sure why that was a big deal. Anna Jay's not ever really done anything, is she? She hangs around with the Dark Order.
Yeah. Honestly, like the last half hour of Dynamite, I think, kind of went off the cliff. I would have to say, because I was just like, why is Billy Gunn now a heel to Paul White? That doesn't make any sense. Why is he
Only
helping
had blood
POT?
from back in the day.
Yeah,
They used to
maybe.
be a tag team for a while called Double Trouble Crap on a Stick.
I was gonna say Gun Show, but yeah, no, that's way better of a name.
God.
Yeah, then there was like a tag team main event with the Bucks. I think they won against somebody. It didn't really matter, and then they beat up a whole bunch of people inside of a steel cage because they took the keys from Tony Khan that lowered the cage. And after the show, Tony Khan came out and threw a chair at the cage and was upset. It was weird.
There's the IMDb page for Vince McMahon's quotes, which starts with "in this very ring," which is that's a good quote.
In this very
I got
ring.
balls the size of grapefruits.
Yeah.
You've got no chance in hell. Stone Cold doesn't have the testicular fortitude to turn up here tonight. Do not cross the bus. And then, I don't care
I'm
if
not
you
being
call yourself
funny, but-
Double Trouble Crap on a Stick. How did that make it into Vince McMahon's 18 most memorable quotes? No, it was me, Austin. It was me all along. That's not on there.
Speaking of Vince.
I can't believe you remembered that.
Yeah, that's some knowledge. I'll give you that one. Did anyone see the really creepy picture of Vince? Quite recent. I think it was around SummerSlam time. They were advertising some one-off auction thing that he was doing. And there was a picture of him signing. So I'm trying to find a picture for you. There's a picture of him signing something in his office.
No, I don't think
It,
I've seen that.
it was just the picture. His face was just really. He looked weird. I mean, I know he looks weird the best of times these days, but I'm trying to find a picture of it. It just didn't look like it looked like CGI. Go on, keep
think
going
he's
with
had
Dynamite. Well,
Yet another facelift. It's been Botox
maybe.
again.
Can't find it.
John Moxley promo. We've seen that was the thing. Miro and Eddie Kingston. They did the thing. Promos again. Yeah, there's not really a whole lot to it.
There was also, unfortunately, the news of Daphne, who went on Instagram Live and
Yeah, that was terrible.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I don't normally watch AEW Live, but for some reason I was up late on Wednesday.
yeah,
And while I was watching AEW, I saw some of the tweets.
that was
Not directly from her, but people were saying, someone keep an eye on Daphne and wherever. And obviously woke up the next day and I saw that. I thought, bloody hell.
yeah.
I actually had some dealings with Daphne a long time ago during the old WRN days.
Mm-hmm.
She was booked on a couple of shows, and only through email and stuff. Never actually spoke to her. But she always seemed pretty cool with when we were talking. Chris Cash dealt with it a lot more than I did, but
Yeah, she seemed like a great individual, well liked from all her peers and colleagues and things
yeah,
like
she
that.
was always up. I remember one thing. She was supposed to be on the show, one of the shows we had on the WRN.
Yeah.
And she couldn't make it, and she was really apologetic about it, and she couldn't do it. And she said, "I'll make it. Can I do it tomorrow?" And she went out of her way to try and make up for not being able to do this. I always remember that. And yeah, that was a shocker, that one, because I didn't, especially with seeing the tweets the night before. I thought, obviously you don't expect it to end the way it did. But...
Yeah, no. Supposedly there was like a whole kerfuffle of like the authorities trying to get into the apartment.
Yeah, Mick Foley got involved as well, didn't he? Mick Foley was trying to get
everybody. Sean Ross Sapp, Mick Foley, everybody. We're trying to get like some sort of help over there. Yeah, unfortunate. Just a very sad situation, and nobody should have to endure what she was going through. So, sorry, I didn't mean to kill the mood, but I would feel remiss if we didn't mention that. That did kind of like steal a little bit away from Dynamite, obviously, as you mentioned.
Yeah, no, definitely, and I say it was a shock seeing it, because I think it was even worse seeing it not happen as it did, because obviously we weren't there. But you see the people tweeting, trying to say, can anyone get hold of Daphne and all this, and you were kind of not watching it as it happened. That's probably the wrong word, but you were seeing what happened in the end. You kind of think, wow, she obviously was in a bad place.
Yeah.
So now that was a shocker, that one. Especially her age as well, isn't she? 45, 46, something?
Something like that, yeah. I'm not entirely sure, but that sounds about right, yeah.
And credit, I don't know if it's linked, maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but WWE came out the day after and offered counselling to all of the roster and staff.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah, there was a rather unfortunate series of messages after that, weren't they, from Carl Anderson, I think. That,
was it a new show?
Oh. Yeah, that...
So...
Oh.
Yeah. So, yeah, yeah. I mean...
I've never actually seen what he said. I heard someone said something, but I didn't see what was said. But it's one of them things that you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, aren't you? If you do nothing, then they get criticised. If you do something, someone's going to say something about it. So I think it's best he offer the support and just take the hit, because it's better than not doing anything.
Here, I've got it on the private screen here for you, Will.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And then here's some of the other ones.
He seems like a nice guy.
Right? What a wonderful individual. God, I'm sorry, but like there's a time and place to do like, let me shit on WWE, but this is not it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's not even like, it was one of those where at first you're thinking like, is this a bit? Well, no, if
he's obviously got his own company,
yeah, obviously, yeah. It's one of those where you're thinking it's not even like the incident that happened with Daphne. It wasn't like there was an issue between her and WWE, which was part or could be seen as part of the problems for Daphne. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why someone might just be angry and make a shot like that at that particular time. So it comes across as completely just, like you say, it's his issue with an organisation from his own experiences when everyone's obviously in a situation or reeling from a situation where someone tragically took their own life, it's...
And I bet you'd be the first to make, to say, how come we weren't offered any support or anything like that. So... I mean, maybe he wasn't. Maybe that's his point. But
Oh yeah,
and they're doing it now, and that's the point. That's what.
Yeah, that's the. Yeah, like you said, the damned if they do or damned if they don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was Dynamite.
Surprised at that. He always seemed like from what I've seen, he seemed like a decent guy, but
apparently not.
Apparently not. No.
Those ones that
was not in that instance.
As well, sorry.
He certainly wasn't in that instance. So.
No. I'm trying to find this picture of Vince, but I can't. I found a link to it, but the link's dead, which is helpful.
Oh, that's great.
I'll find it before we're
out. Rampage was alright. I kind of breezed through it before we got started here. Malachi Black and Lee Johnson was a bit of a hard-hitting match. Malachi at one point kicked Lee Johnson in the noggin at some point, and Jericho exclaimed on commentary, "I think I saw Lee Johnson's head sail into the 15th row. Some souvenir for some fat kid."
Nice.
And then afterwards, after the match, Dustin Rhodes came out and tried to help out Lee Johnson because Lee Johnson's part of the Nightmare family. And then Dustin apparently issued a challenge for Malachi to be in a match with him on Dynamite, in which I kind of sympathize with Mark Henry here. That his expression matches my feelings on that. It does not look like a good setup for Dustin there. Anyway. Miro came out, Eddie Kingston, war of words for a little bit. The guy kind of got into a scuffle, and Eddie got the upper hand a little bit. And Chris Statlander, what was it, 2-on-1 match here against Jamie Hayter and Rebel, doing whatever the hell this move was able to balance Rebel and also carry Jamie into some weird like front splash sort of thing here. And then Jericho said, "Look at the legs of Chris Statlander. You can tell she's been pulling off the leg work, the quad work to pull that off." I was like, yeah, that's a decent way of putting over somebody's physique, as opposed to JR just saying like, "Oh, she's a thick girl."
He hasn't mentioned thick women for a while, has he?
Yeah.
Here it is. I found the image. Sorry. Can you get that up there, Smoke?
Sure can.
He just looks weird. It's the eyebrows as well.
He has had weird eyebrows for a while. God, he looks like the devil now. He's like fully gone for it.
Holy shit!
Hold on.
It's got like Jim Mitchell eyebrows there.
Yeah. Hold on.
That is horrific.
That's my arrow. Hold on. Like that? Yeah.
That's it. That's the one.
I don't think he can move his face anymore.
You can kind of like, I don't know, draw like
a
tail.
Jesus Christ.
There you go. Goddamn, pal.
It's a skinny tail.
Well, you gotta give me a little credit here. I am doing this on the fly.
Like a stack of
That's quite good, actually.
There you
Pitchfork.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
That's the exact pose he does when he's signing the release contract.
He's signing money there.
Apparently, it's some kind of billionaire bucks dollars. It's $1 billion bill.
Right.
And I don't think it actually is $1 billion bill. But,
oh, and look, it actually stays on the. Oh, I didn't know.
With it.
That's crazy.
It does.
That's an incredible technology we have. Wow.
Maybe it's really there.
Yeah. I didn't know I could do that. Can I zoom in on it? Oh yeah, the zooming's fucking it up. No, I can't zoom in on it. But yeah, you're right. It looks like he's just signing money.
It's part of their auction and things from the warehouse. So yeah, that's a $1 billion note.
Is it from like the McMillian giveaway? Or...
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
There's a legitimate, I don't know when it was used, but there's a legitimately used money in the bank briefcase. A red one.
Can I just point out how skinny and frail he looks?
Well, he is 76.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm just thinking that he's really started to lose that kind of like muscle mass now, and he's just...
He's got big hands.
Yeah, but look how thin they are.
Yeah. They are bony.
We gotta make this like the thumbnail for a show at some point. Can I...
It looks like to be honest, it looks like now when you've done those things, it looks like that Hell in a Cell poster that they did with CM Punk as the devil.
Yeah, kind
of.
Which I never understood why they did that.
Because it's Hell in a Cell.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
so he's like, the master of hell or whatever.
It was appalling.
Well, yeah.
The whole year. That's got to be like the next Hell in a Cell poster right there. Just him signing money with the devil tail and the horns and the pitchfork. Sign me, WWE. I'm full of ideas. I'm full of ideas.
So some of these the ideas the auctions you can bid on.
Yeah.
There's a WrestleMania VIP experience with The Undertaker. Don't know what that entails, but a WWE headquarters and archive tour with Triple H.
That'd be kind of
Is that going to be like the one that he did with Steph, where he just didn't want to be there?
Probably. A Vince McMahon.
Sorry, I'm just having flashbacks to that goddamn thing where he's just like on one.
A billionaire books and SummerSlam No Chance in Vegas t-shirt. I think they were selling these at SummerSlam.
Yeah, they were going for like $100.
Cactus Jack's 2006 used barbed wire bat.
Barbie? You can buy the actual Barbie.
The actual Barbie.
Wow.
Why are they selling this off?
You need the money, the skin on your way.
Oh my god.
Cost-cutting measures.
Yeah, they are now. They've got Brock Lesnar back.
Yeah.
They should not be having
actual used shears.
Oh my god.
Can't believe they still got them.
From 1989. Big Bossman's actual used nightstick from 1988.
What do you mean actually used? Who did he use that on?
That's
worrying. Just tell me.
The people from 1988, clearly.
And it's Randy Orton's SummerSlam 2013 Money in the Bank briefcase.
What was that?
That was when it was coloured, and it was they had a red and a blue one. Which in this case is the red one. 2013
Money in the Bank briefcase. It looks like all of the other ones.
Yeah.
It's just a red one.
Red, yeah.
Can only be cashed in on Raw.
And one of the other ones is a SummerSlam events used arena banner from 1992, which is just a banner with the word SummerSlam on it.
Great.
The old logo.
And I'd like to tell you some more, but it looks like the battery's just going in my mouse. That was good.
What's it take? Double A?
Not Arn Anderson, no. That was a good wrestling joke, though.
Oh, sorry, I
deserved a lot more than nothing.
I didn't hear it. I was looking at photos and things.
It's double. Actually, it's not. It's a chargy Madoodle.
Ah, okay.
Where's my wire? There it is.
May as well just use a wired mouse at that point.
Yeah.
Well, there is that. I have thought of that. I wouldn't mind. I would have paid 70 odd quid for it as well.
Gotta get your money's worth. All right, should we do this this AEW?
Yeah.
Do this all out.
All
It
out.
is all out. Yeah, all out. Let's get
All
mixed up.
out.
I wanna put it
All in. Shake it all about.
All in, all out.
Who's unhappy?
Yeah, where did all those sad faces come from?
I apparently I think I hit something here. Sorry. I was trying to paste something into the chat. It was the McMahon thumbnail, and somehow I hit one of the.
I thought you were disappointed that my mouse died.
I'm deeply saddened that your mouse has died.
You're pleased to know we're now plugged in and we're back in business.
All right.
Hey, good.
I've taken the cable out of my wireless keyboard to plug in the wireless mouse, so the keyboard will be next today. So. Anyway.
So let's kick off the All Out prediction game. I can't even remember the last pay-per-view. So this was Double or Nothing, I guess.
Yeah.
And it looks like Smoot and Will are leading after one pay-per-view. 8 out of 10. Pretty good. So that's where we are.
In the chat, I just saw what he said. He said, "Get Vince a sandwich, goddammit."
That's a good episode.
Yeah, no, he's way too frail.
He doesn't eat sandwiches. He eats beef wraps.
Yeah.
What's this music?
Yeah.
It's the different. Since it's AEW, I gotta use the other pay-per-view.
I think Vince is going for the same look as the dinosaur behind him.
Oh God.
Don't offend the dinosaur.
Lord.
Speaking of which, the pre-show match.
Oh. Okay.
Jurassic Express.
Hey, I like it.
Yeah.
Good link. I like it.
Jurassic Express and the Best Friends are teaming up together against the Hardy Family Office and the Hybrid 2. I kind of thought they were part of the HFO. I guess they're just associates.
They're adopted.
Yeah, a 10-man tag. So we've got Orange Cassidy, Chuck Taylor, and Wheeler Yuta, and Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus. Don't offend the dinosaur. Against Matt Hardy and the Private Party and Anel Jack Evans. It doesn't say it's elimination style, not like a Survivor Series. Just a 10-man tag to kick things off.
This match isn't on my list.
It's on the pre-show.
Pre-show, yeah.
Okay.
Probably only just added.
It's on the
Fair
dirt
enough.
sheet here called Wikipedia.
Well, never believe what you should be from Wikipedia.
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, I was gonna say. I think.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think who to go for.
I'll go with Best Friends and Jurassic Express.
You go with the Jurassic Friends.
Alright, okay. A lot of people in this match.
Yeah, it's a 10-man tag.
10-man tag. 10 of them.
Let's go with Hardy's and
Ooh.
Hardy's
and heel.
Hardy and Co.
Beans, what about you?
I'd probably say Best Friends and Jurassic Express.
Me too. I think the Jurassic Express especially are on the up. And it's a pre-show match, so you always want a face win, kick things off. Main show. Let's kick off the main show with the returning Paul the Great White versus QT Marshall. who apparently will have Aaron Solo and Nick Comoroto with him. But no Anthony Ogogo.
I
got Paul White in this one.
It's got to be a Big Show win, isn't it?
see. I say that, and I was gonna be like, he does have a bum ass hip.
QT Marshall.
Yeah, he never wins,
He never wins.
and he writes the show, so.
Is he really? I didn't know that.
He writes the show and he still can't win. This guy's such a loser.
He canonically, it's canon that he works on the show, so along with him and Tony Khan. So, yeah, he can't even book himself a victory here. That being said, I was really anticipating him winning this because he's got the Bad Apples, he's got the Gun Club, presumably.
That is double trouble right there.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with QT on this. Like,
Whoa!
maybe if Paul White didn't have like a bum ass hip, sure. But I'm going with QT here. QT, Marshall's badass Apple Club.
What's a bum ass hip? Because I'm not being funny, but that's kind of like
It sounds like three words for the same part of the body.
Yeah.
3 separate body parts to me.
It's true, I guess, yeah.
I know what you meant, but yeah, I'm going Paul White.
I can't believe you're saying that.
Yeah, after saying that, yeah, what are we going for? Yeah, no, it's gotta be on it.
Yeah. Paul White's bum ass hip.
It's the Big Show. I'm sorry, I won't do that again.
Big G himself is going to be.
Big G.
Chuck, who you got?
Big G.
Big G, okay.
Big G. All the way.
And Beans?
I don't know what to do on this one.
Pick
Because
one.
I do think that what's the point in Paul White winning?
What's the point of QT winning?
I mean, you're right, Paul. I can't call him Paul White. He's the Big Show. Big Show. Doesn't
Yeah,
need to win.
JR called him Big Show at least like twice during that segment, by the way.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I don't think I would notice if he did. Because he is the Big Show.
Yeah.
It wouldn't stand out as being wrong. Because that's just his name. I bet his wife calls him Big Show. That's just his name. Her name is Best Show. Definitely.
God.
What did he get called? Like Big? I don't know.
Big, yeah, that's his first name. His name is Big Paul White Show.
God.
Ed's in the chat and he's just put what's the point in the match actually happening.
Exactly. That's all I have. Why is this a match? On the sheet. He also Ed's also predicting that the match doesn't happen, which is pretty bold. So.
I think it'll happen, it'll just be very, very short.
Right.
Unlike
Beans.
Paul White, who was very, very tall.
Beans, who you got? Very nice. I have you marked down for I don't know what to
Go
do.
big. Go big or go home.
I'll go big. Paul White.
Okay.
Although I do think that there's a chance that Marshall might win. You know, like a 50-50 chance.
Well, yeah. Kind of all works. I mean,
Okay, let's go to... Oh, speaking of matches that won't happen, I'll throw this one in there. Pac versus Andrade is not happening
That's happening on Rampage this upcoming
at
Friday.
some point. Oh, is
how
it?
come that's not happening?
The next Rampage, yes.
How come?
Travel issues.
So, TK said that due to travel issues, the bout is postponed until a future Rampage. Andrade then revealed that Pac was suffering from travel issues. Something about coming from the UK to the US. Maybe that's
Isolation.
Quarantine.
yeah, something like that. Then Dynamite Dave has reported that it was because of a health situation with one of the wrestlers.
Uh-oh.
COVID.
Who's got COVID?
Presumably Pac. As Andrade has said that he was the one suffering from travel issues, one suffering from unprecedented circumstances. So I don't know. Maybe that's the deal.
I should point out it took me far longer than it should do to work out who you meant by TK then.
Why is Sonic trending in the US, by the way?
Sonic.
Yeah, I'm
I don't
seeing
care.
on screen share. It says trending in the US. Sonic trending with Sega.
Well, he can't be dead, can he?
He better not be. He was in that 2006 game, and then he was brought back to life. But at least.
Oh, it's just him T-posing.
All right. Yeah. Sonic Colors Ultimate. He's just
Let's
doing
see. Play this. Oh God.
that. Oh wow.
Oh.
What are we missing? What are we missing
It's
here?
horrible and kind of awesome at the same time.
Yeah.
So I guess they've re-released Sonic Colors on the Switch.
I
and
guess,
there's
yeah.
some pretty serious glitchy graphical errors going on. And that's why he is trending. Whoa, there you go.
That's trippy. Wow.
How should the advert for the new NXT?
There was the
Oh my
story out
God.
this week that apparently that was Kevin Dunn's idea, that new logo.
Oh,
Did he design it?
It was, the design was his idea, so I don't really know what that means, but that's what was said.
there's some.
He throws colours at logos the way he throws camera cuts at TV shows.
There's some new stuff that was shown on SmackDown last night. We'll get to it after the predictions.
Cool. Let's move on to the John Moxley match then. He has...
That was a good teaser. That's what they do on WWE. You know, coming up later.
It is, you have to come back late for that.
Yeah.
They kept doing that through the first segment of Dynamite. They kept saying CM Punk will be up next. CM Punk will be up
Yeah,
next.
that's it.
Yeah.
After this match, we're gonna go straight to CM Punk. He's John Moxley, Satoshi Kojima. It's happening.
I know nothing about Japanese wrestling, so this match means nothing to me. But apparently it's a big deal.
Yeah, they had like a weird, like a press conference or a contract signing on. I don't even know what it was on. They just kind of cut to a random video segment of it, and then Moxley just randomly flips his fucking table over, and they start brawling for some reason. Like, what was the contract signing for? Like, it was in front of nobody. It was just backstage. Anyway.
So, the story is that Moxley wants Tanahashi, but Tanahashi's not agreeing to it for some reason. So he's getting some other New Japan wrestlers instead. So if this means that he's going to wrestle a load of Japanese guys, and then it ends with a Tanahashi match, that sounds great. I'm cool with that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure, whatever.
Middle door. Kicked open.
I'm going with Moxley.
Yep.
Yeah, just because I don't know about the other guy. I got Moxley.
And Beans?
Who's fighting again?
John Moxley and
Really?
Satoshi Kojima.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah. Yeah, I'll go John Moxley.
Yeah, John goddamn Moxley for the win.
All right.
Then let's mix things up. This is going to be a big one. 21-woman casino battle royal for a future world title match. Do I have to read out the 21 women, or do you just want to guess? Like,
I mean, you can see it on the screen here.
You can see it on the screen.
Yeah.
We got Nyla Rose, Thunder Rosa, Bunny, Big Swole, Julia Hart, Ty Conti, Diamante, Penelope Ford, Red Velvet, Hikaru Shida, who I still think is the champion for some reason. Emi Sakura, Jade Cargill, Kira Hogan, Abaddon, where's she been? Layla Hirsch, Kylan King. She had a match recently, I think.
On Dark for both of those.
Rebel, not Reba, Jamie Hayter, Anna J. Riho. Riho's back, and Sky Blue. That name sounds backwards.
Julia Hart apparently not cleared because of what happened on Dark. That was breaking about a few minutes ago here. 28 minutes ago, actually. Let me throw that up here.
Yeah, speaking of Dark, haven't they literally just put an episode up now?
Yeah.
Of unseen matches.
So what happened? They won't clear it.
Oh! How did you not see that coming? And a steel chair.
Because Nyla Rose and Jade Cargill beat her up.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Looks like an alliance of some sort. Ow.
Pillman the leg.
Yeah, Pillmanized the leg. Alright, so, so she's not in it, which I guess leaves one open spot, because that's 1,
there
2,
always has
3,
to be one.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, so Julia Hart's spot vacated. Leaves a mystery entrant.
One wild card.
Ah.
The mystery entrants never win these things, though.
Except for Adam Page in the first one, yeah. Other than that, they've always. Yeah. What was the second one? Who was the second one?
I can't remember.
Anyway.
Brian Cage, I think, was a surprise entrance. I think.
I remember that one.
Yeah.
I feel like someone random is gonna win this. Someone,
The wild card.
No, I mean that obviously that will be random.
All right.
I want to go with the bunny.
The
Bunny.
Totally out there.
Wow.
That is out there.
I don't know where else to go for, so let's go with someone, a random pick.
Okay. Bunny.
Works for me.
I'm going with Jade Cargill.
Yeah, he stole my pick.
Because she's that bitch, apparently. She keeps saying it. You know? Who am I to argue?
Yeah. I mean, this is the time to shine, so I mean...
Yep.
I'll definitely piggyback off of that pick as well. Jade for me as well.
I'm gonna go for a mystery entrant.
The wild card, yeah.
Mystery entrant, the wild card TVA.
Yeah.
Which could be Julia Hart.
What, Julia Hart's gonna replace Julia Hart?
Oh, that's bold.
Yeah, just a more injured version of herself.
When did that happen? A few years ago in WWE, someone had to vacate the title, and then they did a tournament to find the next champion, and the guy who vacated was back on the same show that they crowned the new champion, right? Well, who was that?
Something like that, yeah.
Ah, that's gonna bug me now. Okay, so you got TBA, we got Bunny in there. It's good, we're not all picking the same things again. Oh, big match here.
They're actually playing AEW Dark right now. I don't get the taping schedule. When was this actually done then, if it's a special show?
Oh, this might be the last one before they go into Orlando and just do the studio show.
Maybe.
Maybe, I don't know. I'm just guessing.
Yeah.
Getting into the big matches now. Chris Jericho, career on the line. If he loses, he is done. Jericho versus MJF 4.
If he loses, he's a permanent Rampage commentator.
He's a permanent Rampage commentator and needed to balance out Mark Henry, I think. Energy department.
I'm going Jericho. He's not losing much.
Jericho, isn't it?
Yeah, it's one of the downsides to the stipulations. Like, okay, well, obviously he's going to win, you know? So Jericho for you, Chucks and Will. Beans.
Yep.
There's a part of me that wants to say MJF.
I could see him doing it, but I just can't see him retiring yet.
He's just released a book, which is all of his matches. And it seems weird to have all of them except a couple and then retire. If you know you're going to retire soon, just save the book for a couple of months, right? And have the whole thing done. He's got to carry on because of the book.
He does have the cruise coming up as well.
Oh, yeah.
He has a cruise, doesn't he?
Go on then, I'll go Le Champion.
But you know he doesn't really have to be involved in, but you would imagine he'd have a match on there.
Either way, unless this match is a no contest, this shirt that they recently put out is going to be statistically inaccurate.
Either way. It's a really bad t-shirt.
Yeah. Like, I literally could just make that, like, right quick here. Hold on. Hold on. Can I get it? Here. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Oh, I hit the wrong thing, sorry. I'm hitting all of the wrong buttons here again. Sorry about that. Here, real fast. No. Yeah, that one. Okay, real fast here. We'll just use white for the hell of it. Okay. Oh wait, no, it's 3, right? Yeah, I can count.
Oh well.
Oh, that looks like it says negatives.
They've got Punk doing an appearance on Dark.
That's basically what it is right there. Maybe a little bit
You've
left.
made
Just...
2 mistakes there.
Oh, the highlight? Oh, Jared
Yeah,
Blow,
first-
right, sorry.
First one is this Jared Blow.
Yeah, whatever.
Which is really bad. And the other one is they've used different sized hyphens. Because Jared Blow has to be on a smaller font to fit on the t-shirt. They've also made the hyphen smaller and it looks
Yeah,
really
that's
Russian.
basically what it looks like, though.
Why the Jared Blow is so small?
I don't know. It's a bad shirt. That's the
bad.
point. That's the fucking point.
At least it's 100% cotton.
Yeah, I'll give it that. It's not a what's the t-shirts that are really bad?
Polyester.
Not Hanes. No, the brand. Gildan t-shirts are the
Oh,
worst.
yeah, that's what it is right there. You see
Oh,
it?
it's Gildan.
No! Thank you. Just saved me a purchase.
Yeah.
An empty basket.
You're gonna buy that Jared Blow t-shirt.
Sorry, if this is a Fruit of the Loom, I'd buy it. Anyway.
I don't know about Hanes. I don't think I've ever bought a Hanes, but a lot of them are Hanes beefy t-shirt. It might be alright.
I'm hitting all the wrong buttons here. Sorry about that.
Right. Jericho winning, definitely. So from possibly Jericho's last match in AEW to CM Punk's first match in AEW.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, who did Beans pick? I'm sorry.
Jericho.
Jericho.
CM Punk, Darby Allin, no Sting at ringside. This is just a match. really hope that 2.0 and the other guy, Danny Garcia, don't get involved. Isn't Danny Garcia the Rock's wife?
I have no idea.
Ex-wife, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. They got a divorce.
Business partner.
Isn't she the one he owns the XFL with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
This is a no-brainer for me. It's got to be CM Punk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll go all WWE and it'll turn into a tag team match.
Yeah.
Maybe 2.0 shows up and then Sting clears him out or something like that. The baseball bat. I assume.
We all going for Punk on that one?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, title matches. We've got 4 titles being defended on the show. Start off with Miro, God's favorite champion, the Redeemer, defending TNT title against Eddie Kingston. Came out of nowhere, but I'm okay with it.
Yeah, I hope Eddie wins it, but I don't see it happening. So I'm gonna go with God's favorite champion, and one-liners about his wife as well.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. I'm sorry, that was Twitter.
What happened to Best Man?
Oh, he's not the best man anymore.
Thank God.
Yeah. He went serious.
Yeah.
I'm picking Miro.
Yeah, good move. And Will?
I don't know. Oh, you still there? Sorry, my Skype went funny. Which one was it? Sorry.
Miro and
Miro,
Eddie.
Eddie
Miro,
Kingston.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'll go Miro.
Okay.
Good. Right.
Sorry, my Skype went really funny then. Straight.
Miro for me too. That's the way that has to go.
Yeah, I agree.
Tag team titles. This one I'm not so sure about. I'll have to get some insight from you guys first. The Young Bucks are defending against the Lucha Brothers. We'll return to this rivalry.
Yeah,
This
Lucha
time it's a
Brothers.
steel cage.
Lucha Brothers won that tag team eliminator tournament thing, but so they won the right to face the Young Bucks, and with all the outside interference that Omega's group has had on the tag division here, they decided to make it a steel cage. So
Yeah.
especially the way Dynamite ended. Yeah. Sorry, I think it's the Young Bucks here. I'm the only team that I can see taking it off of them is going to be a team that isn't in AEW. I feel.
Oh, you actually got someone in mind, or you just?
No,
That's
I don't
gonna
have
be
anything in
hard.
mind. Yeah, it is going to be hard. But at this rate, I mean, I don't see the Lucha Brothers doing it. Which sucks, because I don't think the Young Bucks should be champions, considering they're the EVPs. So.
What about you guys, Beans? Will, any thoughts?
Yeah, I think the Young Bucks will find a way of keeping it.
I know Young Bucks on this one. Like.
You go with the Bucks. Okay. I've just looked up here. The Young Bucks, as of today, have been champions for 300 days.
Yep.
That's a long time.
What's your point?
My point is, maybe it's time to make a change.
Oh, that should have happened a long time ago, yet they're still champs.
Well, it's never too late. I may regret this, but I'm going to go for the Lucha Bros.
Oh. Oh.
It could happen. They've never been champions before. They're really, really good.
Yeah, they are.
There's a cage.
There is a steel cage match.
Why not?
It doesn't mean that, Brandon Cutler can't get the cold spray.
He can spray through the bars.
Exactly, yeah.
Alex Abrahantes is on the outside too.
Yeah.
Maybe
he'll deck Cutler.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. 2 left. Let's go with the women's title match. Britt Baker, champion, defends against Chris Statlander, who has been doing lots of leg days, I guess.
According to Jericho, yeah.
According to Jericho.
Yeah. Let's do this one.
There's no way you take it off of Britt now.
No. I think Britt Baker's got this, especially with the people that she surrounded herself with Jamie Hayter and Rebel, who admittedly lost a 2-on-1 match on Rampage, but maybe they can be really good goons than competitors on the outside. So I'm with you on this one. I think it's going to be Britt Baker.
Could do a screwy finish.
Yeah, I don't think there's any need.
I'm picking Britt Baker, but I do wonder whether there's like a possibility of like a DQ thing or something like that, just to...
It's possible.
Always a possibility. I don't know why they would. Statlander could take a loss, I think. Just do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Britt Baker's been in it for me. I like you have to be careful what you say in these predictions when Smith doesn't, because you put them on the actual board. Like that?
Yeah, I have to do like numerous format edits here.
So yeah, Beans has said Britt. I'm going with Britt Baker too, of course. It has to be. When a contract expires, there's no 90-day no compete, is there?
That's right.
That's only if you're released. So Adam Cole, just saying.
Adam Cole, baby.
Mayday, yeah.
What, you
And he
think
can
he's gonna
And he can
beat
have his
Britt
Twitch
Baker?
channel. Yeah.
Yeah.
You think Adam Cole's going to be women's champion?
Strange things have happened.
He could pull it out.
Yeah, he probably could. I still think he should be like a nurse to Britt.
You want Adam Cole dressed up as a nurse? What's wrong with you?
You don't want him dressed up as a nurse. What's wrong with you?
Well,
Thank you, Beans. Thank you.
touche.
She wouldn't have a nurse. She would have like a hygienist, right?
Sure.
Ed's asking if you think Bryan Danielson or Adam Cole are debuting. I think.
Well, that's a thing. Tony
Bryan
Khan.
No, that man.
TK has said, when asked about surprises, I can't say much and I don't want to tip off anything and I don't want to create, let's just say I would strongly recommend everybody orders the pay-per-view.
Yeah, of course you would.
It's like that time he said to everyone to watch Rampage because he didn't want to disappoint people.
Right. He just, yeah, we don't want to disappoint people. I think everyone's going to be happy. Yeah.
He's really shit at hiding stuff, isn't he?
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I think something's going to happen.
I do think Danielson will show up. I think, kind of as a segue to the AEW Championship, I don't see Christian winning it, but I think maybe Omega cuts a promo after he beats Christian, and then Danielson shows up, and then he's like the new front runner, if you will. As for Adam Cole, wait, what about Brock Lesnar? What?
That's exactly what Brock Lesnar did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. As for
Look,
Adam
if you
Cole,
want to vote things right, you've got a copy from the best, haven't you?
As for Adam Cole, I don't see it. Unless Statlander has the upper hand and, I don't know, fucking Rebel and Jamie Hayter are like knocked out at ringside or thrown out or something like that. I don't see it. I don't see him debuting on this show, but definitely with AEW down the line for sure, because I think he's a great talent. And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he'll show up. Maybe he'll be the one after Omega.
Maybe they'll reverse that bit they did with NXT a couple of years ago where she was in the crowd.
Oh yeah.
Maybe he'll be in the crowd.
That would be great.
I was gonna say, he could be there. She could just celebrate with him after the match, and that'd be like the thing.
That would be
But then
great.
it could be
The same pose too.
Is it too many debuts all at the same time? Punk was a couple of weeks ago, but this is in ring, and then maybe Daniel Bryan as well. Does he get lost in the shuffle if he debuts here?
Yeah, there's a danger with that, I suppose.
I don't know about that. She tweeted it recently. I'm trying to figure out where it is.
She tweets a lot.
Yeah, wow. There it is, yeah.
There it is. Yeah, they should do that.
Yeah, get a shot of Adam Cole in the audience just basically doing that. And I'll be happy.
Alright, let's wrap it up with the AEW title match. So, Christian has already beaten Kenny Omega for the TNA Impact belt, both. He's now getting a shot at the AEW belt. Is it going to happen? Can he take all of the belts from the belt collector?
Nope.
No. Okay, fair enough. Kenny Omega, Christian Cage. What have we got?
Kenny
Is
Omega
this
Man.
Just for the AEW title.
Yeah.
So Christian's got now on the line.
Christian has the Impact title, which he won off of the debuting episode of Rampage a couple weeks back.
But he's not defending it, so now he
But
can't.
he's not defending.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, Kenny Omega's keeping it.
Yeah, same for me. As much as I like Christian, they're not going to give him the main title. Only Impact silly enough to do that.
If they do have Bryan Danielson debut and challenge the champion, if it's Christian, it just feels like a letdown, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm sure it would be good, but that's not what we want to see.
Can Kenny Omega stop making himself look like he's about 10 years older than what he is?
With the Triple H mustache deal.
Yeah, I mean the Triple H, Handlebar, Motorhead inspired mustache is
Harley Race.
yeah, it's not doing much for his looks, whilst I appreciate its traditional heelish move.
Chuck
Yeah,
God.
well, that's the thing. Kenny Omega, obviously. As if you even need to ask. So that wraps it up. That's the lot.
There you go.
I feel like it's going to be a good show.
Yeah. It's in Chicago. It definitely feels like a good show, for sure. Alrighty. So there you have it. Let me make sure. Close on this. There we go. Oh yeah, there's the... Sorry. But yeah, that's basically... They used a different font for the number, by the way. And as you said, the different weight to the hyphen. You were right on that. But if you gave me a little bit more time, I definitely would have been able to... Oh, sorry.
I have faith in you.
Thank you. Anyway. So yeah, that's all. That's our all-out predictions. Is there anything else that you want to talk about? Raw, SmackDown, real quick.
I was going to have a quick look at this, Smith. It's
What do we got here?
It's a YouTube video, so I think you'll be able to play it. During SmackDown last night, the NXT promo aired again.
Oh yeah.
For the new NXT, but it's got a little bit more detail on this one.
I can't play the music on that, obviously, but I can play the video here. As you can
It's
see,
got a little bit more detail. You see a bit more of what the arena's going to look like.
Yeah, with all the colors and whatnot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's a nice.
Full sale.
Yeah, there's actual seatings.
Yeah, there's a wider shot which you see kind of the whole thing. There it is.
I like the panels here. If that's supposed to be like the big screen or something. That looks kind of cool.
914?
Yeah, September 14th.
Ah, yeah.
9/14 warning. Yeah, I mean, okay, cool. It's nice.
It
but
looks interesting.
Again,
small arena.
Yeah, it's unnecessary considering the writing is the problem. It's you're addressing everything else but the elephant in the room, and it's the fucking writing. And you're not gonna fucking change it because Vince McMahon's a stubborn bastard. So
that's the other big news as well. Apparently it's come to light that it's gonna be
a stubborn bastard. It's come to light after all these years.
Oh man, who knew?
Who knew? So easy going.
It's gonna be a Vince McMahon production.
Yeah.
Which basically means he's running the show live. Him and
Pritchard.
Oh, Pritchard.
So
what? Is Triple H completely out of it now?
Apparently not. Apparently, him and Shawn Michaels and Matt Bloom are going to be the day-to-day involvement, but the McMahon and Pritchard are going to be essentially in charge of the TV shows.
I love the skiff, by the way. Or it's just like NXT's like pulling out and Triple H disappears. Just there's the new NXT logo with Pritchard, Vince, and then Johnny Ace coming in. Because apparently they sacked the entire NXT Japan crew.
Yeah, but
God, fucking the Johnny Ace gift that kid. That's brand.
We shit can everyone.
It's so yeah. What's he doing with his hand? Who on earth thought that was cool even in the 80s? Like, what the fuck?
The other bit of news going around tonight, actually, a bit of breaking news. Gable Steveson.
Oh, you stole my story.
Sorry. The man with the ready-made NXT name. As he signed a deal. He's coming to WWE. And probably NXT with his NXT name.
Stephen Gable.
Maybe he'll bypass NXT. He'll go straight to the big leagues.
AJ Styles did.
Yeah, but AJ Styles is AJ Styles.
It's true.
I mean, it's definitely, that's factually correct. Even Kurt had like a little while. He had a few months down in where did he go? Was it
OVW?
I don't know if it was. I thought it was something else before that. Some power right there. Anyway, he had a little bit. You got to train a little bit. So I think it might be a while before we see Stephen Gable.
Yeah, maybe.
Stephen Gable. They wouldn't do that. They would.
In opposing news as well, as Vince McMahon's a stubborn old bastard. Tony Khan's a really nice guy, apparently.
Yeah.
Do I just need to buy the pay-per-view to find out?
I don't know if you know, but NWA Empower was last weekend.
Yeah.
The women's only pay-per-view. And there was a lot of AEW faces on there. Well, a few at least, anyway.
Legit Layla Hirsch.
It's come to light that Tony Khan actually paid them all to show up at the NWA show. So yeah, Vince McMahon's a bastard. Tony Khan's a nice guy.
Yeah, I mean that's nothing. I mean, yeah, it should be common practice to do that if you think about it.
Well, I suppose that the story is, they're paying for someone else's promotion and he's paid them.
Huh. Yeah, well, I guess that's true, yeah. Well, yeah, he is a nice guy.
See?
Huh. What a nice guy. I'm with Beans. Maybe you have to pay the pay-per-view to find out.
I did read a story this week. Someone asked him about had he signed Daniel Bryan and stuff like that. And I think it was that the same answer that he gave when he took it before.
Just buy the pay-per-view.
Buy the pay-per-view, yeah. But then he also went on to some random story about how he signed Alexander Mitrovic for Fulham. Which I thought was great. You don't get that from Vince McMahon.
That was a good signing, to be fair.
Apparently he was heavily involved in the whole transfer.
Bizarre.
So yeah, this.
He didn't pull that Ronaldo deal off though, did he?
He didn't know. He's not quite got the negotiation skills for that one yet. He'll get there though. Old TK.
There's a story here. Andrade, because of the Pac match being cancelled, Andrade is teased facing a mystery opponent. And then this site lists Adam Cole, Buddy Matthews, Buddy Murphy, and Braun Strowman as possible opponents.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there was actually, I mentioned we said it before, didn't we, about Raw? There was actually a decent match on there.
Yeah, this is the tail end of.
This wasn't it. This was quite terrible, but
yeah,
it was still funny to watch.
Yeah, because it was two women kind of like shooting on each other here a little bit.
Yeah. She didn't knock you for a good slap. It was worth watching.
No, yeah, that slap right there.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't. And then she just batters her.
Huh?
At the beginning,
he just stood there. Go on, go for it.
At the beginning, Charlotte leaves the ring a little bit just to do the, I'm not gonna fight you.
Yeah.
I'll fight you when I'm ready. She did it twice, and then when she gets back in the ring, Nia's like, "Are you shooting?" You can audibly hear her ask her that.
Really?
Yeah.
Apparently the end was planned. I thought the end looked a bit off to me.
Yeah.
Apparently that was the way it was supposed to go. So.
Single arm, not even a DDT. I love that facial expression.
And I don't get. Apparently there was nothing said backstage. I'm not buying that.
Yeah.
There's no way when they got backstage they didn't go, "What the fuck was that about?"
Yeah. And then this. Tries to go for the figure four into the turnbuckle. Yeah. I'm just waiting for it to get to the weird powerbomb because that just looked weird.
Yeah, to the end just looked off, but apparently that was the way it was supposed to go.
Yeah.
How does Nia Jax keep avoiding releases if she gets into situations where this happens?
She keeps beating the hell out of everybody, and Vince is like, "Goddamn, pal."
She's the Rock's
There it
cousin.
is.
She's not getting fired.
Yeah, here it is. Here's the weird looking powerbomb.
Yeah.
Mind you, Charlotte's the women's champion of Raw, by the way.
Yeah.
And Nia just pinned her with one of the just ugliest looking power bombs I've ever seen. And yeah, in a non-title match. So maybe Charlotte was taking liberties, perhaps. I'm just going off of what what I saw. Like maybe Charlotte was taking liberties because she wasn't a fan of the booking of like, hey, you gotta lose to Nia.
Yeah.
That's my own narrative.
There's definitely something. Even what's his name? Mick Foley tweeted.
Yeah, what the hell was up with the Charlotte Nia Jax match? Yeah.
So obviously,
yeah, I don't know.
There's something definitely going on.
But as weird and wonky as that match was, it got people talking about it.
Well, yeah.
I would say it's
That's
probably.
I was going to say, if anyone's ever talking about Nia Jax, unfortunately, it's always for the wrong reason.
My hole!
Well, no, that would be for a good reason.
I mean, you could argue with that one. You know, they're showing a bit of passion and desire for what they're doing.
Yeah.
You don't get that every week. You know, half the time they're just going through the motions.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I thought it was worth watching. The match I'm talking about was the triple threat at the start of the night. I think it was at the start anyway, or near the start. It wasn't at the start now thinking about it, so it wasn't.
As I scroll up.
Damian Priest and Drew McIntyre and I forgot who else was in it. Sheamus, of course.
That good.
No, it was. I mean, it wasn't great, don't get me wrong. It wasn't the best match I've ever seen, but I think going off what we've had on Raw recently, it wasn't bad.
Did Sheamus get bamboozled by somebody taking his mask off? Oh my god, what was that right there? I thought he just like tripped over the fucking rope for a sec. That was weird. Ooh, headbutt.
Yeah, I think they're building into a McIntyre Sheamus program again, which we did not long so.
That really doesn't need building to.
No. I mean, to be fair, the last time we had a match was actually it was a decent match, so. I'm hoping they can do that again, but
I like
like you say,
in the crowd there. Oh, watch out in the timekeepers area. And later on, 10 beats of the Bowrin.
Yeah, I just say it wasn't the best match ever. Don't get me wrong, but just think, given what we've had on Raw recently, it wasn't bad. It's a low bar. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Again, it goes back to the writing of the angles and things like that. And until you address that, you're not gonna have long-term viewership, which is what I think WWE needs at this rate. Like they're struggling to get above 2 million people. Like it just seems like the average amount of viewers that they have just keeps going lower and lower. And with AEW, whether they want to admit it or not, is going to be competition to them.
No, you're right.
Thank you. So I'm glad somebody said it.
I think you're wrong.
Oh, we have a Nick Khan stan over here. And beans.
I'll explain my actions if you buy the pay-per-view.
That is something Nick Khan would probably say, actually. Well, you're just going to have to buy the pay-per-view to find out if we're going to.
You won't be disappointed with my answer.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Will. This seems like a hard-hitting match here, a little bit. Just from the highlights I'm watching.
I mean, it's been a while since we had a triple threat match, to be honest. Anyway, usually they're just pointless singles matches.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I enjoyed this. I mean, as I say, it wasn't the best ever. Won't win any awards, but it shows the possibly turn the corner is probably too early to say, but.
Well, I think in these examples, it shows that the talent are trying their best.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, definitely.
It's not the talent's fault. Like I said,
That's what I mean. It is.
Yeah.
It's just literally you've got to have a reason to want to see the action that are in front of you, and if there's nothing supporting it, then you're not going to be invested in it.
Well, the thing as well. I mean, this was for wasn't just a random pointless match. It was for the US title.
Yeah.
So it had a reason.
Yeah.
No, obviously,
God.
you're not gonna. This was great. I know that wasn't it. I don't have to show it now. It was early on in the match. They had Sheamus and Priest on the corner, and McIntyre came right underneath them from out of nowhere and did a suplex them both at the same time.
They really need to. This is just like a thing with like pro wrestling in general, but like there needs to be more finishers that involve like the middle or top rope, and it actually puts the opponent away. I'm so tired of seeing them kick out of like devastating maneuvers off the top rope.
I think it was earlier on in the match. You might have missed it, but
I'm going to say don't watch All Out, then, Smoot.
Yeah, I know, right? AEW is a big offender in that. And Damian Priest won. Look at that. Crazy. It's also strange that McIntyre's going for the U.S. title now instead of like. Oh right, he can't go after Lashley's, right? Because he lost that match of that prohibits him from challenging the.
Well, he also said as well that the US title is the only title he's never actually won. I didn't realise.
Yeah.
So yeah, he was going for that.
Dewdrop rendered Eva Marie unable to compete. Okay.
Well, I skipped that because it had Eva Marie in it.
I don't blame you. Almost defeated John Morrison.
It's kind of weird, actually. It wasn't the usual way to do things. Almost had this match against Morrison. And then, pretty much as soon as it finished, was it AJ next? AJ Styles next?
Yeah, AJ Styles and Xavier Woods.
Yeah, AJ came out. Obviously, AJ was already there, obviously, because Omos was out in the match. And then pretty much as soon as the match finished, Xavier Woods came out. And then as soon as that one finished, I think Orton was next. Maybe wrong on that one. No, the last two matches were all like linked together kind of thing, and it wasn't totally unusual. They've done things like that before, but it just didn't seem like the way they normally do it.
Maybe they're trying to save time. Maybe doing something a little bit different, trying to keep people's attention.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for doing things a bit differently. They need to on Raw. Tell me what.
SmackDown. Let's see. Street Profits defeated.
I haven't seen SmackDown. I've seen half an hour of it.
Street Profits defeated the Usos by disqualification. SmackDown Women's Champion Becky Lynch refused to face Bianca Belair once again. Weird.
Yeah, I think that's what I've seen up to. Actually, it was her segment. She refused, but then they've actually announced the match today. I think that's Extreme Rules.
Rick Boogs defeated Dolph Ziggler. That guy's great.
Yeah.
Seth Rollins and Cesaro ended in a no contest. Lovely. Logan Paul and Happy Corbin. They're really calling him Happy Corbin, really.
Never say that sentence ever again.
Attacked Kevin Owens. What is this? I'm sorry. What is this? What's this thumbnail? What is this? The fuck? Sami Zayn defeated Dominic Mysterio. Universal Champion Roman Reigns defeated Finn Balor.
The teasing, I did actually see a clip of this before. The teasing, Balor's bringing back the demon. See this first.
I'm just gonna skip ahead here. What a fucking goof.
Why is she still involved?
Because his brother won a boxing match.
Did he win? I never actually found out.
Yeah, which is weird because the other guy kind of made him stumble a little bit with like a couple of punches, but he never like really followed through.
So what? Logan just pushed him.
I guess. Let's see here. Oh no! Kevin pushed him first, I think. On the KO show. He's got his own little mic cube. Oh wow! He shoves Kevin Owens, and then Kevin Owens shoves back. And then people are like, "Oh, Logan Paul's gonna get his hands dirty." Oh. The shitty thing is, like, this is probably leading to a match. Oh, Happy Corbin with the clobber. Nice. This is probably leading up to a match at, like... What's the next one? That was a rock bottom, by the way. What's the next pay-per-view WWE has?
Extreme Rules.
Oh, yeah, they definitely are setting up a match for Logan Paul and Kevin Owens that Kevin Owens is going to lose.
Do you think so? I think they're going for Corbin and Owens. I can't see
maybe
Logan Paul getting involved.
Maybe Logan Paul gets like a kendo stick and whacks Owens with it.
Yeah, I think he'd probably get involved, but in a match, I mean. But I don't think he'll actually have a match.
Yeah, we'll see.
During the last main event there on SmackDown, the main event was Balor against Reigns for the title. Reigns won. I don't think that's any spoiler there. But as it finished, Reigns is walking out, and obviously his music's playing. And then it just stops for a split second, and you hear the heartbeat from the Demon's entrance.
Ooh, great little tease.
So yeah, and then he stops, and you can see you can see he's going there. What was that?
Yeah.
But I thought it was good because the commentators didn't actually mention it.
Huh.
They didn't.
Well, they're oblivious.
Well, yeah. I mean, it was Corey Graves and Cole again. Pat McAfee's still got COVID.
He's got COVID.
Apparently he's gonna be back next week.
Yeah, 2-week quarantine.
Which they're in Madison Square Garden next week.
Oh boy.
And Lesnar's back as well.
Is he actually booked for the show?
They've already announced him, yeah.
I'm going to say, so he's not actually made an appearance since this SummerSlam.
No. There was a funny bit at quite early on in that show. Paul Heyman's getting interviewed backstage by what's her name, Braxton.
Kayla Braxton, who had a terrible take on Twitter.
What do you mean?
She said what did she tweet out? It was something really dumb. I have to look it up now. You put me on the spot.
Sorry.
Let's see. I gotta find it. Oh, she.
Thank you.
That's a great image.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what happened. She was interviewing Heyman, and then right in the middle of the interview, Heyman's phone goes off, and he's got Brock Lesnar's music as the ringtone.
That's pretty good.
And apparently he was trying to not take the call because I think obviously was supposed to think it was Lesnar calling. But you never actually saw who it was. You seen him speaking to someone, but yeah, so I thought that was a cool little bit.
I cannot find it.
I thought because he said something about Kayla being trash or something.
No.
Because then it was funny because after the interview, Heyman went to walk off and he bumped into what looked like a guy emptying the bins, and then the guy turned around and it was Big E just laughing in his face with the Money in the Bank contract.
There it is.
So they're teasing that as well.
Yeah, she says, I don't know who needs to hear this, but having opposing political affiliations / views shouldn't determine your friendships. Debatable. Debatable.
I see where she's coming from.
Yeah,
somebody's
it does
like,
depend on
but
the policies and
Nazis.
politics you believe in.
The last bit of news I've got is apparently The Miz is going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh my god.
So,
Bet Maurice is happy.
Maybe.
Mind you, I don't think Dancing with the Stars is the same as the Strict Come Dancing
I was going to
relationship.
say, is there a curse over there with that?
Not that I know of, no.
No.
Not that I'm familiar with.
It's a big thing over here. The
Yeah.
celebrities and the dancers often end up,
6 feet under.
No.
Oh, that's what you were kind of alluding to. Like, oh.
No, nothing as final as that. No.
In each other's bed, shall we say?
Shall we say? Let's just say they end up having an affair, if you know what I mean.
Oh.
They spend a lot of time together. It's all quite,
Gotcha.
close contact and all that. And multiple times it's happened.
I think that is it. I've got no more news.
Yeah, I think we covered it all. Yeah, I think that's it. Anything else?
Apparently they've let go quite a few people from the digital office today. WWE, that is.
Again?
Including the guy that hosts The Bump.
Oh,
No.
What you were going to say, Smoot's favourite
no,
online
it
report.
wasn't that guy. It wasn't that guy who was wearing the LJN jacket. Matt
What was this guy's name?
Matt Camp or whatever.
No, it wasn't him. Evan Mack.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
No, I have no idea either.
Yeah, what was it Michael Burdick or whatever on .com? Yeah, it just says like pretty much every article just either has WWE.com staff or no write up there of who wrote the article these days. So it's getting
Mack was
thinner
a
over there.
Former correspondent on AfterBuzz TV. Didn't Renee, what's her name, used to do that?
Yeah, I think so. That first sounds familiar.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah, I'm trying to see any other news, but I think we've covered most of it.
Yeah, I think that's that. We'll be back next week, hopefully, with the All Out results, and we'll talk about probably Daniel Bryan's debut. I mean, assuming he shows up this Sunday, who knows? What else? Whatever else happens in the week. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
WWE have filed a trademark for Bro Down. Yeah, no idea either.
If they start calling Matt Riddle and Randy Orton the Bro Down,
Well, rated RKO. I don't think they're gonna get around that early.
No.
That seems to be.
Yeah, the Bro Down. That sounds like the replacement to the Bump. If you ask me. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Take care. Enjoy All Out. Buy the pay-per-view, as Tony Khan mentioned. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of surprises there. So
I'm sure you won't be disappointed.
definitely. Take care. We'll see you then. Good night.